Hey everyone, so let's solve this LeetCode medium problem 22222 number of ways to select buildings. So like based on the number, maybe it may be related to binary something of the binary form. Let's see the problem statement. So we are given a zero index binary string S. We are given the binary string only, which represents the types of buildings along a street. So Si equals to 0 denotes that ith building is an office, and Si equals to 1 denotes that ith building is a restaurant. Now we can select three buildings for random inspection. Okay. Now to ensure variety, we can select in such a manner that no two consecutive buildings out of the selected buildings can be of the same type. Okay. So since the values can only be 0 or 1, so once if we want to fill these three positions, so if we start with 0, the next position cannot be 1, means cannot be 0, so it will be 1, and the next position cannot be 1, so it will be 0. So one of the possible ways of selecting it will be this, or if we start with 1, the next possible means it cannot be 1, so it will be 0, and the next one will be 1. So only these two selections are possible, means we will be selecting buildings such that these three selected buildings are of the form this, either 0 1 0 or 1 0 1. Okay, for example, if we have given S as this, so we'll be selecting 0 1 0 in this form, 0 1 1. This is not possible because we cannot select first, third and 5, because third and fifth building that will form 0 1 1, which is not allowed due to having two consecutive buildings of the same type. So now we need to return the total number of valid ways to select three buildings, and these three buildings should be of the form either 0 1 0 or of the form 1 0 1, and the length of string can go up to 25. So let's see the given input first. So we can only choose what? We can only choose 0 1 0 or 1 0 1. So let's try to see how many ways of choosing 0 1 0 exist in this case. So if we have 0 on the left, so if we have this 0, so for this one 0 1 0 and then 0 1 0. So we have two ways with this fixed 0. So 2. Then if we fix this 0 on the left, so we will have 0 1 0 and 0 1 0. So again we have 2. So for this 0 fixed, we again have two ways. Now if we fix this 0, then we have a 1 on the right, but we do not have another 0 on the right. Okay, so only 4 possible ways of choosing 0 1 0. Now let's see the number of possible ways of choosing 1 0 1. So if we fix this one on the left, then we have 1 0 on the right and 1 on the right. So there will be one possible way for if we fix this one. Now if we fix this one, then again there is one possible way. Okay, so hence choosing 1 0 1 has two ways, and choosing 0 1 0 hence 4 ways. Hence the total number of ways that we will be having is 6, and that is the output here. Okay, let's see another input. So for example, we are given 1 1 1 0 0. So what do you want? 0 1 0 or 1 0 1. So obviously if we fix this one, then the next 0 occurs here, but there exists no one afterwards. So choosing this is not possible. Similarly, if we want to 0 1 0, so if we find this 0, there exists no one after this 0. So we'll not be able to find this one also, and then no 0 afterwards as well. So we are not able to choose this as well. So hence the number of output, means number of ways of selecting three buildings in this case, is simply 0. Okay, so what can be the most naive way of solving it? We know, like, we need to select three buildings, right? So we can simply iterate through all possibilities of means choosing three indices, and then can see like whether the three indices may either make 0 1 0 or 1 0 1 or not, and if if they make it, then it is good. Okay, so you can simply iterate. How do we do it? So we can simply iterate for I will be iterating from 0 to 0 to, we need two values on the right at least, so we can simply iterate it till n minus 3. Then we'll have j, which will be iterating from I plus 1 till what value? We need one value on the right, means at minimum, so we can iterate it from n minus 2, and we will have k, which will be iterating from j plus 1 to n minus 1. So we'll have these three values. Now we have the characters si, sj and sk. These are the three characters that we have at hand. Now they should be either of the form 0 1 0 or of the form 1 0 1. Okay, so if they means we'll form a temporary string and see like whether this condition, means any of these conditions is satisfied, and if it is, then we'll simply increase the number of ways that we have. Okay, so we can follow this approach and we'll be able to do the computation in order of n cube. Okay, so this will be the most naive way of solving it. Let's see the implementation so that brute force becomes clearer. So the allowed strings are simply 101 and 010. So I iterate for I, j and k. The current string will be simply si, sj and sk. So now we see like whether if current is equals to allowed 1 or if current is equals to allowed 2, we'll simply increase the number of ways and then simply return the number of ways. So obviously this is order of n cube, and since n can go up to 1e5, so this will be order of 1e15, which will give us TLE here. Okay, so hence we need to think of some optimization. So while we are like running the test cases, what you saw, like when we were looking for 0 and 0, we try to fix the left end. Okay, we try to fix the left end and then try to look for occurrences of 1 0 on the right. Okay, but means in this manner, if we try to do that, so for example, if we have the test case 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0. Now if we want to look for the occurrences of 0 1 0 as a subsequence, so what we'll do, we'll fix this 0 on the left. Now we want the occurrences of 1 0 on the right. Occurrences of 1 0 on the right. So finding the number of occurrences of 1 0 on the right, we can do it in order of n square. Okay, so hence again this will also be like means of the order of n cube only it will become, because for each index we will either fix the current index and see the occurrence of, if it is 1 we'll see the occurrence of 0 1 on the right, and if it is 0 then we'll see the occurrence of 1 0 on the right. Okay, so fixing the left part is not good, means we will not be able to do that because we need to find the number of occurrences of 1 and 0 on the right. Okay, so let's try to fix the middle part. Okay, let's try to fix the middle part, this 1 0, or if we have 1 0 1, so we'll try to fix the middle part. So now if we have this string as 0 0 1 1 0, so this 0, if we try to make it as middle, then we need to find some ones on the left and some ones on the right. So there exist no ones on the left, so there will be no possible way of choosing 1 0 1 with this 0 as the middle. Now if you consider this 0 as the middle, again there exists no one on the left, so there will be no possible way. Now for this one, if we consider this as the middle, then we will need to find the occurrences of this. So what do we want? We want to find some zeros on the left and some zeros on the right. So for this particular one, what are the number of zeros on the left? There are 2 zeros, right? There are 2 zeros. And what are the number of zeros on the right? There are 1 zeros. Okay, so what will be the number of ways of picking this one as the middle part and finding 0 1 0 as a subsequence? It will be simply this 0 1 0, then this 0 1 0, means accounting for all possible combinations from left as well as right. It will be simply what? It will be simply 2 into 1 equals to 2. So if we fix this one as the middle part, we'll get two subsequences of 0 1 0. Similarly, now if we try to fix this one, then again we'll have 2 zeros on the left and 1 0 on the right. So number of ways will be simply 2 into 1 equals to 2. So if we fix this one as the middle part, then the number of 0 1 zeros will be simply 2 into 1. Now again we have this 0 here. So if we fix 0 as the middle part, what do we want? We want 1 0 1. So we want the number of occurrences of 1 on the left and the occurrences of 1 on the right. So we see for this 0, we have on the left how many ones? We have 1 and 2. So 2 ones. And on the right, how many ones we have? We have a single one only. Okay. So again, the number of ways will be simply what? This 1 0 1 and this 1 0 1. So accounting all possibilities, so it will be simply again 2 into 1, which is 2. So hence the overall like total number of combinations that we'll be getting of 0 1 0 or 1 0 1 is simply 6. So we saw like fixing the left means left end was not sufficient, because again we would have to look for occurrences of 1 0 or 0 1 on the right, which is means obviously we'll need to run 2 loops for that. So we try to avoid that. Now we try to saw like what if we fix this middle portion. So when we try to fix this middle portion, we saw like we simply need to find the occurrences of, for 1 we need to find the number of zeros on the left as well as the number of zeros on the right, and then take the product of those. And if we fix the 0, then we need to find the number of occurrences on the occurrences of 1 on the left as well as 1 on the right, and then simply take the product of it. So I hope like the logic is clear. Now how do we implement it? Okay, so how do we implement it? So we have the string from 0 till n-1. Now if we are at this current index I, what do we want? If means it can be either 0 or 1. So if it is 0, what do we want? We want the count of ones on left and count of ones on right. Now if this SI is 0, that means if we simply means while we are moving from left to right, if we maintain this count of ones as a prefix sum, means as soon as we are iterating, we'll maintain this running sum of left ones. Okay, initialize it with 0, and as soon as we encounter ones while moving forward, we can simply increase this. Now if we have the count of ones on left, the count of ones on right will be simply what? Total number of ones. Total ones minus left ones. right? So if you maintain the left ones as a running sum and already pre-compute this total number of ones in the entire string, then we'll be able to get the total number of ones on the right by using simply total ones in the string minus the left ones that we have got. Okay, and now once we have these two values, the left one and right one, we'll simply take the product of this for the current 0. Okay, and similarly, if we have the current SI as 1, what do we want? We want the means left 0 count, and we want the right 0 count. So again, if we simply maintain like we maintain for left ones, we can simply maintain the occurrences of left zeros as well. Okay, which is initially 0. Now when we encounter this 0, when we move to the next iteration, we'll simply increase our left zeros count by 1. Okay, and similarly when we here are means at particular 1, when we move forward, we'll simply increase our left ones count by 1. Okay, so we can do that. Now once we have means since we are maintaining this left zeros count, so we can simply find the right zeros count by what? We right zeros count by our total zeros minus the left zeros that we have found so far. Okay, because the current index is simply 1, so we can simply find out the means remove the left occurrence to find out the right occurrence. Okay, and then we will be able to find the right zeros and we'll simply take the product of it at each step. So what do we want? We want to calculate these 4 values, the total number of ones as well as total number of zeros in the string, and then maintain these 2 values of left ones and left zeros, and using this we'll be able to calculate the number of right ones and right zeros, and for each I means each index, whether it is 0, then we'll see for occurrences of 1, and if it is 1, we'll see for occurrences of 0, and take a product of it at each step, and then we'll be done. So this is the entire like approach or the implementation, how we'll be following that based on fixing the middle element. Okay, so let's see the implementation of this approach and see like how we'll be implementing. So it is simple. We simply find out the total number of ones and total number of zeros initially only. So add it to the entire string and find out if it is 0, we find out the occurrences of zeros and ones. Now we maintain these 2 values, left ones as well as left zeros, and initialize the number of ways initially as 0. Now as we move forward, for if the correct character is 0, then we need to find the left ones as well as right ones. So left ones we already have, we find the right ones as total number of ones minus left ones, and the number of ways will be increased by the product of these 2 values, and since it can go up to one long, that's why we have taken means 1 LL here. Okay, and similarly once we move forward, since the current character is 0, we'll increase the occurrence of zeros, left zeros. And similarly for the right, if ch is equals to 1, we'll look for left zeros as well as right zeros and take the product and then increase the left ones count, and then simply return the number of ways. So this will be like running in what the overall complexity would be, we are able to fix the middle element and calculate the number of ways in constant time. So the overall complexity is order of n, and the number of space that we have used is constant here. So this will be like the most optimal approach to solve this problem, because n can go up to 1e5, so order of 1e5, which will be like running very less than 1 second. So let's try to submit this code here and see like how much time it takes to run. This is like the most optimal solution. Or we saw like we tried fixing the elements. We tried to first fix the left element, then right element, and we saw like fixing left and right is not feasible, so we tried to fix the middle element, and we see like it beats 87% of the solution, and the top solution must be like the same as well. Yeah, it remains, means it is counting the ones and zeros, so this is also the same only. Okay, so I hope the entire algorithm means how we try to approach these kind of problems is clear. Since we were only need to means first we try to identify what are the possibilities of selecting these buildings. We saw like there are only 2 possibilities. We saw like if we fix this left hand, then finding was difficult, so we tried to fix the middle part, and once we try to fix the middle part, we saw like we just need to find the number of occurrences of zeros on the left and right, or number of occurrences of ones on the left and right, and then simply take the product of it to account for all possible ways, and then we are done. So I hope you were able to follow and learn like how to approach these kind of problems, and if you did, make sure to like as well as subscribe, and if you yet have any doubts remaining, make sure to comment down. I will be happy to respond. Thank you so much for watching.